I have a question for those who are still here. Those who are still here, I have to cut off my YouTube version at 1 minute because it only takes 1 minute. But on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, I can do more. So this is it. This is the question I have here for you guys. I have a literary reading, Wednesday night here in Berlin, and there's going to be 4 writers, 4 of us. If I don't have corona by then, there's some suspicion that I may have corona. But so the plan is that there's going to be four of us, 2 men, 2 women, and we're going to talk about gender. We're going to talk about gender in literature, gender in the language, gender Sprache, as we say in Germany. And it's a difficult thing in Germany because the gender, if you insert gender into language in Germany, or try to, gender is already in the language, but if you try to, even it out, make it gender neutral, then you change the entire language and it just sounds like gobbledygook. But is that necessary? So those are the questions that we're doing, and I have to have 2 short stories that apply to that. We're gonna try to see if there are male and female elements in these short stories. 2 short stories by 2 men, 2 short stories by 2 women. That's 2 each, and we're going to see if there are elements, and ask the audience if there are elements, if you could recognize that this story was written by a man or a woman, just based on the elements of the story. And which is really interesting. So what I need is a story. I need 2 stories, actually. I don't know what to do. Should I take it? I have like a pseudo medieval story about a princess. That could be, that's an element, right? A princess is a female element, right? I have a dark story, a dark crime story about a serial killer, and the woman is the woman is very present in it, and she's the victim, of course. I don't know. If you write about women as victims, is that a male thing or is that a female thing? I don't know. So I don't. If you guys. So those are 2 stories, and there are probably some weird stories that kind of make no sense whatsoever that I write sometimes. That would be one. That would be another choice. And there is also like a satirical story about a doctor who falls in love with a woman who rejects him, and he kills her with love. And so is that male or female? That sounds probably male. I don't know. Okay, so those are the stories that I'm thinking about now. If you guys have an opinion, if you guys want to say, hey, do this story, do that story, I would love to hear it. And even more, if it's Monday, I have 2 days. So if you guys say, hey, why don't you write a story about this or that? That would be unclear whether it's written by a man or a woman. Why don't you do that? If you have some kind of a subject or an idea or some kind of story I should write, that I think I can write in shortly, briefly, on maybe 5 pages between now and Wednesday, tell me in the comments. And I will do, if it inspires me, if I think of a story that can be written based on your on your clues, your prompts, I will try to do that, and then I'll tell you what happens when Wednesday comes in. And okay, so if anyone wants to help in any way, I'd appreciate it, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So anyway, folks, it's the beginning of the month. Make your plans. I'm gonna make my plans when I get home, and good luck. You have a great week. Have a great month. Write that book. Found that company. Seduce that lover. Whatever it is you have to do this week to make your life better. I wish you all the success in the world with it.